All right, hello. We've got another lesson today. We're starting with similar polygons. So these are not polygons; these are people. But these little babies kind of look like these actors here. So the actors are just bigger versions of these little babies. I don't know if you know who this guy is. That's Danny DeVito. He was been in a lot of stuff. We're actually going to be working with polygons. So shapes like triangles, rectangles, rhombuses, squares, quadrilaterals. And before we get started, this is a ukulele. I'm awful at playing it, but it's similar to a guitar. It's kind of just a smaller version of a guitar, but it's kind of the same shape. Everything's just a little smaller. So we'll play a little bit something for you, see if you can recognize it. Anyway, that was supposed to be somewhere over the rainbow. So now let's get to the similar polygons. So we've got a couple things that we need to know about similar polygons. Their corresponding angles are going to be congruent, and the lengths of their corresponding sides are proportional. And we just finished up proportions in the last lesson. This symbol here is what we write to show that the two polygons or shapes are similar. So if you notice, these two triangles here, we're going to show that they're similar. The first thing I'm going to show you is the angles. So if you take this angle, all of these angles are exactly the same as their corresponding angles. And then what we're going to do with the side is we're going to write a proportion with all the corresponding sides. So we'll start with the shortest side in this triangle. And that'll go on the top of the ratio, and on the bottom of the ratio we're going to put the shortest side in this triangle. And then we're going to do that with each pair of corresponding sides. So the next longest side is in this triangle is a 5, so that'll go up top. And then the 10 on the bottom. And then the longest side in this one is 6, and the longest side in this one is 12. And all of those ratios are equal if you reduce them all. If you reduce 3 over 6, you get 1/2. If you reduce 5 over 10, you get 1/2. If you reduce 6 over 12, you get 1/2. So all of those pairs of corresponding sides are proportional. If you divided to get a decimal, 3 divided by 6 would give you 0.5, 5 divided by 10 would give you 0.5, and 6 divided by 12 would give you 0.5. So these two triangles are also similar, but and I can show you the angles again. All the pairs of corresponding angles are congruent. And all 3 pairs of sides are going to be proportional. So again, take the shortest side here, and the shortest side in this one. And then the next longest side, and the next longest side here. And then the longest side in this one, and the longest side in this one. And all of these fractions, all of these ratios will simplify or reduce to 1/3. So all of these are equal. And when we compare any of these triangles, all three of them have congruent angles. All their corresponding angles are congruent. And their corresponding sides, if we compared this one, the shortest side in that blue triangle and the shortest side in the black triangle, maybe the longest side in the blue triangle and the longest side in the black triangle. And we can do that with all of them, but I'm just going to pick a couple of them to show you. So 6 over 9, that'll simplify to 2/3, and 12 over 18 will simplify to 2/3. If you cross multiplied, 9 times 12 is 108, and 18 times 6 is 108. You can check to see if they're equal that way. But that will if we take the shortest side in this triangle and the shortest side in this one, and the longest side in this triangle, and the longest side in that one, those are going to be equal. So as long as we're comparing the corresponding sides, it is going to be the same. I can only do that with 2 triangles at a time. If we So a similarity statement is what we write to say that these two things are congruent. Or I'm sorry, similar. So it's just like when we wrote congruent statements for triangles. So we just name this shape triangle ABC, and we say that it's similar to triangle EFG. So the corresponding parts, corresponding angles are still going to be in the same order. So A corresponds to E, so they're going to be first. B corresponds to F, so they have to be second in both of the, when we name both of them. And C is corresponding with G, so they have to be in the same place. And again, this similarity statement will help you match up things later on, so that's kind of important. So because these two quadrilaterals are similar, that's what it's saying up here, while the corresponding angle pairs, angle A corresponds to angle E. Angle B corresponds to angle F. C corresponds to G. And D corresponds to H. Now they're not always in alphabetical order, but they are here. So one of the things that we're going to be doing with these is trying to decide if the polygons are similar. So you check those two things that we talked about. Oops. We said if they're similar, their corresponding angles are congruent and their corresponding sides are proportional. So we're going to check that. If both of those things happen, if both of those are true, then that means the shapes are similar. So we've got two triangles here. We're going to decide whether or not they're similar. So if we look at the angles, I usually do that first because it's a little easier most of the time. So angle A, that's got two congruence marks on it. It corresponds with angle X. Then we've got angle B, corresponds with angle Y. They're congruent. And then C and Z, they're congruent. So all three pairs of angles are congruent. Now we just got to check the sides, see if they're proportional. So we take the shortest side, the 2, and put it over the 4. And we take the 3, which is the next longest side, and that goes over the 6, because that's the next longest side in this triangle. And then we take the longest side. The longest side in this one is 4. That goes on top of the 8. That's the longest side in this one. And you see all of those ratios will reduce to 1/2. So all the sides are proportional. So that means these two triangles are similar. Sorry, my smartboard program froze up. So anyway, since all those sides are proportional and all the angles are congruent, then they are similar. So our similarity statement would just be triangle ABC is similar to triangle XYZ. So if we wanted to decide if these two shapes were similar, we have to compare the corresponding sides. All the angles are the same. We've got congruence marks on all the corresponding angles. Except for this one, C and K, but we talked earlier a while ago about the triangles. If two of the angles were the same, then the third one had to be the same, and we said that extends into other polygons. So if four of the angles are congruent, then the fifth one's got to be congruent too. So all the angles are okay. Now we just got to check the sides. Now there's two sides that are 2 and two sides that are 3 over here, so we'll have to do that once. So that's going to give us 2/3. And then if we look at all the other corresponding sides, 6 corresponds to the 9, so we write that as a ratio and reduce it, and you get 2/3. 5 over 7.5, write that as a ratio. When we reduce that, we get 2/3. And then 3 over 4.5. When we reduce that, you get 2/3. So all of the corresponding side lengths will reduce to the same fraction, so that means they're all proportional. So they are similar, so now our similarity statement. If we call this one A, B, C, D, E, we match up the angles in the same, with their corresponding angles. So A corresponds to H, so H is going to be first. G and E are congruent, so the G is going to be next. And then you just keep going around the shape. So H, G, F, K, J. Okay. All right, so there's a few problems on the Google form for similar polygons. You can start working on those, and then when you finish that section, there's going to be another video to finish up the lesson for today.